Hey, Jeff, Zach, how you guys doing?
Hey, Steve, thanks for having us.
Absolutely. We are talking about millennials renting, not buying homes, and the increase in rentals over buying with the housing affordability crisis we have kind of going on, or maybe crisis is too strong, but definitely an issue. We're seeing from 2021 to 2023, the share of build-to-rent housing starts has doubled to 10% of the overall single-family housing market, and that's according to the NAR analysis of U.S. Census data. For the first time in more than 2 years, the growth of the U.S. renter pool has outpaced that of homeowner households for the past 4 quarters. That's data from Redfin. Third quarter, we're seeing the formation of renter households increase 2.7%, 3 times faster than homeowner households. So there's definitely data backing up that people are renting way more than they have in the past, and that seems to be a trend with some legs to it. Your guys' thoughts?
Well, I think we've kind of touched upon this before, but it's all, in my opinion, interest rate driven. Um, it's too expensive to own a house these days because more money. I think the example was a $450,000 median priced house used to cost you less than $2,000 a month to own, and now it's over 25 or $2,800 a month to own. Not to mention, these are not brand new houses. So you have all of the maintenance issues, the roofs, the HVAC, all of the other added home expenses that when you buy this house at 800 or $1,000 a month more, and then you have an HVAC that goes out, you don't have that extra money that you've been saving up. So you can't afford all of the capital costs related to that, the home ownership. Couple that with the rising insurance markets, and it just does not make sense to own a house under a certain income level or at these interest rates. And I think that the biggest people getting hit by that are what should be the first-time home buyers. If you see those rates come down, I think you will see a big reversal of the trend, and a lot of houses will probably end up trading hands.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably agree. I mean, I think the takeaway from that is what I was going to say anyway. It's just an initial kind of a catchphrase, which is just sticker shock. And pretty much everything Zach touched on, from maintenance carrying costs, hell, even the cost of landscaping has gone up to the point where it's difficult for people to keep up. So then you add to it just all the other sides, especially if you're in Florida, you're dealing with hurricanes, or California with fires, all the rest of the worries that have to go along with home ownership. Sometimes it just seems easier to just rent.
And
Yeah,
inflation, definitely not the 2 or 2.5%. I mean, that's an average across all of the categories. Don't forget, inflation is very real, and it's very hard for people to afford the things they need to afford. Not to mention, at least like groceries. And if you're going to spend more money on stuff like that, you have less money you want to spend on your houses or even owning them.
Right.
yeah, and I think this is a pretty powerful data point. The average monthly mortgage payment for a new home is 38% more expensive than apartment rents. So that's a pretty big difference. I also think there's, something you're seeing here is that because of that difference, people can get a much better rental, a considerably better rental than what they could buy in terms of a house. And some people are just preferring what they can rent. And, I think one thing for us that's interesting here is that the Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina area, that's an area we're definitely poking around in, is one of the hottest areas as far as the kind of build to rent expansion and the trend in this area. So it's definitely a trend that, with some of the stuff we're looking at in terms of multifamily that we're looking to benefit from.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, appreciate the insights. Unfortunately, I don't know if we have too much good news for people looking to buy instead of rent, other than hopefully interest rates come down, because I agree with the current financing environment, it's going to be hard to find something that's considerably better than what you can rent. Um, but let us know in the comments what you think we got wrong, what you'd like us to talk about. Give us a like, subscribe if you haven't, and visit our website, selectfincap.com, and get on our free newsletter to see weekly updates as well as exclusive investment opportunities, maybe in multifamily rental units for folks who can't afford to buy. Thanks a lot, guys.
Take care,
Thanks,
Steve.
Steve.